go.
Who you wanna be? What you wanna do? Just come with me.
I guess that's a great way to not intro, or just.
Oh,
that's a good way to start off the pod.
Yeah.
That's a lot of energy right there.
Yeah.
That part where it's like, dude, that's my favorite fucking part of this song. What's up, guys?
Yeah.
Welcome back to another episode of
Lesser known characters.
Lesser known characters.
Yeah.
I am Joel Jimenez.
I am Shapel Lacey.
And I used to have a lip ring.
I also used to cheerlead.
There you go. I thought you were going to say I have a gap.
Why? No.
Do you have a gap?
I have 2 gaps, but that's because my teeth are bad. They
Where
had
are
to
they at?
scratch some shit off my...
That's where your gaps are?
They're tiny little...
You can't have no gaps right there, fool.
You're right. You're right. Hey, seal up the gap, dog.
Hey, seal up that gap.
Fall into the gap, homie.
Hey, can you ollie that gap? You K-rocker, fool.
Hey, kickflip the gap, dog.
Today's episode, man, I feel like it's just one of those ones. Yeah, and we haven't gotten into this yet.
No.
I guess, the best way to put it is just our like finding our world, finding our way into hip hop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I feel like hip hop's one of those genres where you don't just listen to it. Like if you listen to it, you listen to it.
Yeah.
Right? Do you think that's fair enough to say?
I think so, man. I've had different phases with it. I've been like, because I always felt like I was part of these 2 worlds. And then the older you get, you realize, then we'll talk about this as we go through the pod, but like the world started coming together. And then you realize like, it doesn't have to be all or nothing with fucking any genre,
No, that's what I think is so dope about it is like, it's a very, because most people don't think I'd like rap. I think it's,
I would say.
Is that funny to you?
Yeah, because if you didn't have an Oasis shirt on.
Oasis.
I would think, look at this guy loves hip hop.
Hey, this guy
and I don't know what it is.
That guy, I don't know what it is about that guy. That guy standing in the corner, that guy with the darker tone, loves rap.
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah, and then you're like, I like Britpop. And they're like, get the fuck away from me. Who are you?
Who are you, weirdo?
Yeah.
No, but a lot of people, I don't know, people had this idea that I hated rap growing up. And I go, what the fuck? I go, how? But my introduction, the first I ever heard of hip hop, because I was born in 87, so a lot of what I heard early on was West Coast hip hop.
Yeah,
it was straight up Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, Ice Cube,
and
like
that shit
NWA stuff
was popping hard at that time.
I think Spice One's from like the Bay Area as well, but like Spice One, Tupac. So my stepfather, that's what he listened to. He was a big Spice One. You ever hear Spice One? You probably have.
I've heard
Spice
the name
One's
for sure.
Fucking amazing.
Okay, yeah.
Mad bars. He used to have like, he's got some hood classics.
Cool. Hell yeah.
And although like whenever I loved listening to that stuff, but I knew it wasn't a world that like I was like, I don't come from this world at all, or there was nothing about that world per se that I could connect with. And I think that's why I got so heavy into like the new metal. Yeah. When that came around. But I've always been into rap. But what I knew was just that I don't think I took deep dives of hip hop. Probably not really. I wouldn't really say until like high school. But early on, the one that I really loved, Outkast.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Love Outkast.
Yeah.
But most people just, because they just saw me like in the way I dress. Everybody just thought like, oh, this guy, you hate rap. Why do you hate rap? And
this guy's a crust
you didn't even fucking ask me. You didn't ask me if I liked it. You just said, why do you hate rap?
I had a buddy in the 8th grade. He had a patch on his backpack that said, rap is crap.
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
Those are the people that crack me up.
Yeah.
People that don't like rap.
Yeah.
Especially if you're punk. I think that's funny. Because I'm like, well, you just haven't found, what rap are you talking about?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what are you talking? What hip? What? Where did you go? What? Because there's a lot of shitty out there
for sure, but there's a lot of shitty everything.
There's a lot of shitty everything, but that doesn't define, hip hop. And hip hop is such a unique. It's probably one of the more like unique cultures. Also like I think there's a lot of similarities when it comes to punk and hardcore, as far as like hip hop.
Yeah.
You know, because you're coming from these lower places.
Yeah, I've talked about it before. I think that hip hop and punk and have the lowest buy-in rate for people that want to get involved in it. Hip hop's probably even lower because all you need is a piece of paper and a pencil. Not even that sometimes.
Yeah.
You can just rap to yourself. You don't need a band. You don't need anything.
Yeah, you can straight up do it without beats for a while.
Yeah, yeah.
And just like spit.
If or you're battle rapping, like,
you know.
Yeah.
I've seen people just tapping shit.
For sure.
You know.
Yeah, so it's really easy. It's really accessible.
Super accessible.
I think I've always been a lyrics guy since I was very young. I remember like sitting with and I'll go through my journey in a sec, but like sitting listening to songs and writing down the lyrics. And then in high school, my buddy Eric used to rap, and he kind of turned me on to the idea of multi-syllable rhymes. Like before that, I kind of just paid attention to the last word being rhymed, and then showed me like Rakim and Eminem.
You weren't following the in between. You would just go end of rhyme, or sorry,
the
end word, not N word.
N word. Anyway, no, I would just old school 80s rap. Here we are, we're going to the place. You better not come and get in my face like that.
Yes.
But I didn't know.
Did you just freestyle that?
Yeah.
What?
Dude, I can rap, dude. No,
okay, I can't wait.
No, I will never do it on this show.
Yeah.
But then I realized like multi-syllable rhymes, like what's a fucking Eminem's shit, like what is it? A lyricist without a clue. What year is this? Fuck a needle, here's a sword. Body pierced with this. I was like, oh shit, like they're playing games in these words, and I it took me a really long time to even get the Jay-Z thing, like all that stuff. And then I got really into bars and lyricists. I'm a big A$AP Rock guy. I don't know if you know A$AP Rock. Not A$AP Rocky for all you
not
fucking
noobs. A$AP Rock.
But I saw a thing where he uses the most unique words per song, like separate songs. And just the way he rhymes stuff is really great. Anyway, lyric guy. But you were saying
no. That makes sense. Yeah, and another thing with also I think there's a stronger correlation to hip hop and comedy as well, because hip hop and comedy are both individual things. Mm-hmm. You're not. It's not. There's rap groups, but for the most part, like even if you're in a rap group, like Wu-Tang, they got solo albums.
Yeah.
They still all showed their individuality. Bone Thugs.
Yeah.
They dropped solo albums, so I think there's something unique to that, to where there's a pretty strong connection with comedy, and also there's so many different styles of hip hop, if you will, and rap, and then also with comedy. Mm-hmm. There's so many different styles of comedians. Mm-hmm. It's all subjective, all of it.
What's cool? Even though there are all these different styles of hip hop, it seems like at least the people at the top of their game, they all sort of revere and look back at the top dogs that kind of started everything. Same with stand up. It's like, for me at least, it doesn't matter what my style is. Carlin, Pryor, Chris Rock, those will always be the guys that I look to.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of hip hop guys all liked, Big Daddy Kane.
I love hearing them geek out of who they love.
So my first remembering of hip hop in my life was, we had an old record player.
Yeah.
And we had the Sugar Hill Gang, Rapper's Delight on vinyl.
Yep.
And I just remember having that, and I was a kid, and that was a very like kid friendly sort of thing, hip hop, a hip it to the hip. It's very accessible.
It's very cool.
Yeah. And the album cover was so dope, dude. It was like a light blue album cover, and it had this like, I think it was like not a worm thing, but it reminded me like these worms from Beetlejuice. But it said Sugar Hill Gang in these crazy letters, and so that was my first thing, I think, that I ever heard like that.
Yeah, I think mine probably goes a little bit before, the West Coast hip hop, which was like the late '80s, early '90s.
That's it right there.
That's it right. Yeah, that is. My stepfather had this. It was like, I think it was called Old School, and it was like and it had like a lowrider on it, and it had like the songs on there was like Houdini, 5 Minutes of Funk, Friends. It was through Thump Records. So let's see if we could find that.
Oh, this will be cool if we do.
I know. Yes, there it is right there.
Wow.
So
sick. Yeah, I remember that.
It was called Old School. Old School is what it was called. Yeah, and it was like a compilation. It was a compilation of all these songs on there. Has like the Gap Band on there. Has Mr. Groove by One Way. Oh yeah, the Double Dutch Bus.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm seeing this. Atomic Dog. So okay, wow.
Well, Atomic Dog got sampled by Snoop, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is beautiful. Can we see what year this came out? So does it say on there?
No.
Okay, so that record I listen to all the time.
Wow.
And it's just a compilation.
Shout out to compilations.
Shout out to compilations. The importance of compilations.
Yeah.
You know what?
Punkorama.
Back in the day, Punkorama, like all that stuff. Like you would discover so much. And,
yeah.
You know they just choose like the dopest songs from these bands, and meanwhile they had even 94. More. 94.
94.
94.
Oh, okay,
so
okay.
I was listening to this so fucking heavy.
They got it on vinyl, dude, for $29.
And it probably sounds so good on vinyl. But I would rip through that like on repeat.
Yeah.
All the time. Like repeat is my thing.
Okay.
Repeating albums. Yeah. Repeating songs.
Yeah.
Like I can drive and listen to the same fucking song.
Yeah, me too. Thanks for saying that because I feel like a psychopath sometimes.
It does make you feel psychopath. Yeah. It's like, no, fuck you, eat a dick.
Yeah.
You know, I love that shit. I love doing that. It's like one of my favorite things. I'm like, I'll let this song fucking ride out.
Yeah.
I'm like, I gotta run it back,
dude.
I'll run it back.
When we did the Goo Goo Dolls Iris, I listened to that like 4 times.
Why not?
Yeah.
Why not? Because it gets better and better each time.
Yeah.
I'll do a drive from here to Arizona and I'll fucking listen to one song.
Okay.
I don't give a damn, dude. I don't give a damn.
Prove it. Have you?
Yeah. What do you mean prove it?
Have you done it?
Yes.
Wow, that's sick.
I could do that.
Yeah.
I could do that. And I do that with albums too. But that album, when I was a kid, was so important to me because it just, I mean, there's so many great artists and it all sounded like, it just sounded perfect to me. So shout out to that compilation album. I say that was probably one of the first albums that I ripped through. Wait, oh no, 93. That was 93.
That's CD, the vinyl.
CD 93, vinyl 94.
The vinyl was 94 and the CD was 93.
Looks like maybe the CD was so hot they were like, "Oh, you got to put that on vinyl."
Yeah. So I had the CD of this. That's how I learned about like Houdini, One Way, fucking George Clinton, pretty much everybody on that record. But that, and then then you find out a lot of like West Coast.
Mm-hmm. We're sampling funk records,
sampling a lot of these tracks
for sure.
Did you ever hear the story how Snoop Dogg came up with the hook for Snoop Doggy Dogg?
No. Oh, I mean, well, I don't know, but it's kind of in the song, right? Like,
do you know where? Like,
no, tell me.
Because it's from Atomic Dog.
Yeah,
Atomic Dog.
Yeah, for sure. So he just did Snoop Doggy Dogg,
and I didn't realize that.
Okay,
like I'm dumb.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh, okay, it was that simple.
Yeah, for sure.
And then I guess in that song that song Atomic Dog has been sampled so much.
For sure.
I mean, Dr. Dre, Ice Cube, Snoop Dogg, MC Hammer.
Yeah.
What's that fucking MC Hammer song? Pumps in the.
Was it like his gangster shit?
No, it's a dance one. Hard. Okay. The music video's hard.
Okay.
Pumps in the trunk? Well, no, wait. Pumps in the trunk. Pumps in the trunk.
I don't know that.
Oh, yes. This song to me was like the coolest thing ever. Anytime it comes on, I'll repeat that. I'll repeat this song.
Hell yeah.
For sure. We gotta find this MC Hammer song. It's so funny because I just watched the video to it.
You know what's crazy
Type
too?
in MC Hammer pumps.
Is how
pumps in a bump. Yes, this video, bruh. Okay, this video is so hard. Watch, fast forward a little bit. Cause there's a dance scene. Shout out to Dion.
Oh my god.
Oh no, dog, you pumps in the bumps too, man. Really big, man.
Randy pumps. No, not right here. Not right here. Keep going. Keep going.
I smell a mad peaceful album.
Wait. Ready? Here it comes. Yo. Dude, when he come, this is how dope MC Hammer is. First of all, I think MC Hammer is one of the dopest people to ever exist on our planet. First of all, this song's hard, so the sample is Atomic Dog, right?
Yeah.
And then they go the way he Listen, homie can dance. He can like really, really dance. Bruh, hold on, pause right now. Bruh, we got to do that in a Mad Peaceful video. There you go, Joel. There you go. All that was just that strong hip movement.
Yeah, I know.
And bruh,
he's an athlete.
Yeah. Listen.
Yeah.
He existed so Chris Brown could walk.
Yes,
so,
exactly.
So play again or hit play.
Chris Brown ain't never walked a day in his life. He's only danced.
Oh yeah, he's only danced. You're right. That's fair. Gosh, I can't wait for this part to come in.
Dude, look at the drummer's fucking cage.
Yeah. Fast forward a little bit.
I think this was right around when.
Okay, go back. Okay, found it. It's when they're in the street like this. Fast forward a little bit more. Right there. Okay, go back. There it goes. Okay.
Yeah, he was trying to rebrand as like a different thing when this came out.
Nah, he didn't need it. He needed to just exist. Look at him. Fuck this. Not this part. There's a way that he comes in to dance with them. Fast forward a little bit more, maybe. We got to find this because it's going to bug me. I have to find this part. No. Is that the end of the video? Where the fuck is it at? I think it's right.
It's somewhere.
Pumps in a bump.
Give me the girls with the pumps in a bump.
Might be right here. It might be right here. It has to be right here. Yep. This is it. Yep. Watch it. Watch. Man, no. Hold on. I got it. I know where it's at. I'm sending this to you, Mike, because it's gonna bug me because it's so cool. Can you pull up stuff from the gram?
Here's I told you I had while you do this, I had an MC Hammer doll when I was a kid.
Yes.
I had an MC Hammer doll and a Vanilla Ice doll.
Did not know that existed, and you fucking. All right, Mike, I'm gonna share this with you on the gram.
Wait, that's just like
texting it, or you sent it to me on Instagram?
On Instagram.
Oh Jesus! All right, we'll figure that out.
Yeah, because that's the clip. That's the clip that I fucking talking about.
Have you heard?
Sorry,
I've heard.
Excuse me for going off on that.
No, you're good.
I just got too excited.
But that reminded me. Have you seen the interviews of like gangster rappers talking about like you don't fuck with MC Hammer? Like he was a joke, but that he would check fools. Yeah, I think Redman talked about it.
Yes, Redman talked about it.
They
said he was not. He was no joke.
He was not with the shits. I think he said. Oh shit! Is this it?
Here it goes. Hit the next clip. Next clip. Next.
This is like your brain.
Yeah, this is my brain. Right here. Okay, watch him. The way he comes in and dances with everybody. It's the hardest thing. Watch, get it. Hey.
He's doing a salsa step, dude.
Yep. Dude,
incredible.
Listen, shout out to MC Hammer.
Hell yeah.
Don't ever make fun of him.
Yeah, don't test his gangster.
Don't test his gangster.
I think he's about that.
I think he's dope. I loved his shit too.
Yeah.
I think that album that this song is on is a dope album.
I bet it is.
It's a harder album than like, Can't Touch This or whatever.
Yeah.
But like even Can't Touch This, like what are you mad about?
Yeah.
What are you mad about? What Can't Touch This?
Another sample.
Anyways, that was exactly.
Well, I just realized the two biggest hip hop artists at that time, Vanilla Ice and MC Hammer. You had MC Hammer sampled fucking Rick James,
and then Bowie and
and Vanilla Ice. Yeah, you ever seen that clip where he's talking about the sample?
Oh yeah,
yeah. He changes it.
He's like, see, mine is like, and he goes, and theirs is like,
not the same.
Not the same. Yeah,
but he's right.
Yeah,
it's not.
Ed Sheeran just won his lawsuit.
I know.
Yeah. So I knew nothing about that.
I did. I was following it because I'm always intrigued. Because I always feel bad, but it was something with Marvin Gaye.
Okay.
Marvin Gaye's "Let's Get It On."
Uh-huh.
And I guess that chord progression, they were claiming that Ed Sheeran his song. So baby now,
Mm-hmm.
take me into your open arms. Yeah, thinking out loud. Or
Take me
whatever.
into your.
So they were claiming that he basically took that and so.
Can you fucking sue for a chord progression? Because in that case,
And that's what it said.
everyone's going down.
Everyone's
Now-
going down.
No, that's what they basically just set the precedent on not being able to. And what was great is I believe is like a gangster. He went in there with his guitar. And he said, "Okay, tell me where it ends." And he just starts going from progression to progression.
Yep.
Take it away.
Yep. No,
Wow.
it's exactly what Mike just said.
Damn.
That's exactly what he did. He brought his guitar in.
Yeah.
And he showed that clip of those comedians where they do the same chords.
Yeah.
And they sing like
Axis of
I think
Awesome.
it's they
Yeah,
sing,
I showed you that.
Yeah, you showed me it. He shows them that. He goes, "Look at this."
Man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
It's wild. You know, and in Marvin Gaye's people, they already won another lawsuit that was against Robin Thicke
yeah.
and Pharrell. Yeah, you know that one.
For Blurred Lines.
Yeah, because I don't know, all that shit is weird. That's what I think. Also, like
That one's. I don't know. Yeah,
that
it's
song
tough.
sounded
like it a little bit.
Yeah, sounded
But
like
also, yeah, chord progressions. What a weird thing to.
yeah.
It's hard.
So
There's only a finite amount of chord progressions. I feel like.
exactly.
Yeah.
D, G, A.
Yeah.
Like I think it's what the chords
Yeah.
were for the song, and then like everybody, it's like the progression he used. It's like okay, and then he just started singing other songs that also have that chord progression. And he said something that I thought was very unique, and I felt it. He goes, if I would have lost that lawsuit, he goes, I don't know if I would have made music.
Wow.
And I respect it because he goes, it was so like almost like he felt defeated.
Yeah.
That he just like.
Well, it keeps you. Then you start self-censoring yourself. You're like, I can't play this chord progression. I can't play this. It takes away the freedom of like finding stuff.
Almost like in a sense, like like a comedian getting canceled for a joke, and then they're like, "Well, that joke, like everybody misinterpreted that joke or whatever."
Yeah.
And it's like you just feel defeated. Like, well, I can't even.
Yeah.
It'd be like trying to copyright the sound of a piano. Like you can't play that sound without me getting a cut because I own these.
Exactly.
Yeah, because there's like scales, right? Like the pentatonic scale, all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, can we litigate solos?
Oh, so back to the hip hop.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Back to the lecture at hand.
Hey. So then, like I said, I went from that, like the G funk is what they call it, then into understanding like the importance of NWA, then the solo stuff of Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg and Eazy-E stuff and Ice Cube stuff. Ice Cube's probably my like number one. And then I liked a lot of Tupac's stuff, and I kind of just stayed in that world.
Mm-hmm.
And then then Outkast came out. Really fucking loved Outkast. I identified with Andre 3000 so much because he was like, if you look at his outfits, he was so out there.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
And he doesn't
It
care.
was
And I was
different.
like, I was like, this rap. I don't know if you've seen their first award they ever won.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it was Source Awards or BET Awards, but type in South Got Something to Say. They got booed when they won for like I think maybe best new artist.
Holy shit, man!
It's probably I think is what they got booed for, and then they didn't even care. They just because they were so different, and people were like, "What?" Like because the representation of hip hop was only East Coast and West Coast.
Yeah,
no one from the South was like getting that. I mean, well, what you call it? Gotta love. Scarface, and he's
Ghetto
from,
Boys.
Yeah, Ghetto Boys.
That's
like,
Texas, right?
But like Atlanta, nothing. So
this is crazy.
They're getting booed. You're booing Outkast.
To just be in a room full of people that don't even really care about what you do.
So what's up, Dre?
Pressure can either bust pipes or create a diamond, and what Andre said when he got on that microphone created a diamond.
But it's like this though. I'm tired of folks, you know what I'm saying?
Oof.
Them closed-minded folks, you know what I'm saying? It's like we got a demo tape and nobody want to hear it, but it's like this, the South got something to say. That's all I got to say.
Hell yeah.
When he said,
damn,
how hard is
dude. That is incredible.
How hard is that? That's like perfect. And you kind of have to, like think about this. Okay? Gives you goosebumps.
Yeah.
You have to be that way. If you believe in the product and what you're creating and what you're doing, you got to be that way. It's like, all right, bet. Boo me. I got something to say.
Yeah.
I got something to say. And all they did was like, all they did was just take that as like a fire.
Yeah.
They weren't bitter about it. They was like, all right.
Yeah.
All these closed-minded folks, that's cool. Sal got something to say. And meanwhile, people love Outkast.
They're top
unique
rap group
top
of all time.
my favorite rap duo.
Man,
hands down.
I have a memory of being on a bus on a field trip somewhere, like in my day camp. I was like maybe 10 or I don't know what age I was.
Yeah.
But this kid, Ulysses, was singing the Mr. Pickles part of fucking it tickles. I see you want to be like Mr. Pickles. But I can remember being in that bus having him rap that. So like, I don't know. It's just like they've been around like, for a long time.
That was like one of. I mean, I don't want to get too like because everyone's like, well, actually, it wasn't that.
Yeah.
I think they really hit universally. Like they hit everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like to where a lot of people.
Now, was this when Rosa Parks came out, or
so that was that might have been the album before.
Gotcha.
What year did it say that was?
I think 95, right?
So that album, the one with Rosa Parks, I think that album is 90. Equimini, that's 97.
Okay.
I want to say
so before. So this was Southern Cadillac.
Yeah, this is 95.
Okay.
Yeah. Southern play. Yeah. Cool names.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool names, cool videos,
Yeah.
and Andre 3000 being as like out there as he is with as far as fashion was dope. Like that was cool.
Yeah.
That was punk to me.
It's wild. Yeah,
it's
it was
punk to me.
Man,
you know, and meanwhile, if you really think about it, if you look at like groups before him, like Africa Bambaataa.
Yeah.
Look how they were dressing.
For sure, wild.
But like,
look at Dre pre NWA.
Pre NWA.
Yeah.
Like, I mean.
It's crazy.
So what was weird about what Andre 3000 was doing?
Well, I think people were ashamed of like, because hip hop is such a new art form and it was progressing so quickly. It was like they had less time to like look back and be like ashamed of what they had done. Like, we've moved on now. This is different. You know?
Yeah. But no, I mean, like I said, I take that group as like, so that was one, another one that I really liked. And then like I said, I kind of just stayed in those areas.
Yeah.
That.
Mike, can you look up when the first hip hop record came out? Because I trip out on this. I think it's like 79 or something.
Which is insane.
That you could go to a record store in, what year was it? Like, it's so new. I think it's 79 might have been like the first album that came out. But to think that you could go into a record store in 77 and there was no rap
hip-hop.
section. Yeah.
No rap section.
There was nothing.
That's wild.
It's crazy. And the fact that hip hop and punk in New York in the 70s, out of CBGBs, all that stuff, kind of bubbled up in the same sort of community for a little while, and like how that was feeding each other, you know.
Dude, one day we gotta have Toby on and have him tell like because he lived in New York. He moved to New York in '89.
Yeah.
So like that night, like he was around for like that '90s hip hop era,
man,
and he's got some cool stories,
I bet.
right? So that's where I was at, and then high school, in high school, a buddy of mine showed me Big L, Wu-Tang, I can't remember, but it was Mobb Deep. He showed me that. I was like, whoa,
yeah,
that's when
different,
very different. Very, very different. I was just like, and I'm not one of those people like, oh, I was missing out.
Yeah.
Like, no, like, I mean, like if I discover something new that's been out for a long time, I don't give a fuck if I'm new to it at my age. Yeah. Like if it's some shit that came out in '89 and I like it, it's like, that's good. That means that it's holding its weight.
Yeah.
Like that's what people should understand. You know, people could get gatekeep. Oh, you just now starting to listen.
Oh no,
like, bitch.
I don't care about that. I'm always just like feel bad that I didn't have years that I could have been listening to it.
But here's the thing. But you got to realize that shows the strength of what was created.
Yeah, staying power.
The fact that you as an adult, because there's movies that people are like, oh, you got to watch this movie. Yeah. And then I'll go watch that shit and I go, I had to be there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, I had to be there. That's how I felt about Big Lebowski. I was like, I had to be there.
Nice. I love that.
You like that movie?
No, people try to quote that shit to me all the time.
Yeah, and I go,
like, I've seen it once.
Yeah,
it was good.
Yeah.
But...
Oh, I couldn't finish it. I stopped it after 5 minutes. So, but, you know, I think that's the cool thing.
Yeah.
Is, you know, being able to discover it and like you almost give it this like fresh feeling. You know what I mean? Like it's like it's No, sorry, we don't give it fresh feeling. They made something that's constantly
it's evergreen. Yeah,
evergreen.
Yeah,
and that's how I felt when I first heard Big L.
Yeah,
when I first heard Big L, I was like, who is this guy?
Yeah,
and I found out he passed. Then I started like getting into more. Then I, discovered like MF Doom. There was a De La record that the Grind Date, which was like later. Loved that. Then I got really big into Kanye West.
Yeah, me too.
Common.
I remember I was working at Target.
Kweli.
Yeah, when I was working at Target, I was listening to a lot of that.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
Yeah, all the time, dude. Yeah.
That was my shit.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, Get By was so sick, dude. Yeah. I know.
Just to get.
Yeah,
dude. I love that whole like. It made me feel some type of way.
Yeah,
like that's like that hip hop that's like. For like college, college students,
yeah,
you know what I mean. Like I feel like De La Soul,
yeah.
Like if we're going back like early, like you talk of De La Soul was for sure playing on the college radio stations.
So was Diggable Planets and those.
Those Diggable Planets,
yeah, those
that
very
kind of stuff,
like artsy,
yes. But you know who was like just 100% for me? Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
Never.
You love the Wu-Tang.
I love.
So Wu-Tang was around my life too. My brother was a big Wu-Tang guy. I love a lot of it. I know but I don't know it the way you do. I later on got into like the Blackout albums, like Method Man, Redman, Tikal, Judgment Day, all that stuff. Judgment Day. But I do remember you know there's that sketch, I think it's on 36 Chambers, where they're all fucking I'll sew your ass cheeks closed.
Yeah.
So me and my brother, I would listen to that, and then me and him would play that game all the time together, like in the car with my mom, like say the craziest shit about I'm gonna fucking nail your nutsack to a tree, hang you upside down. Like there was like a game that I would play with my brother. So I always remember that sketch. It was like a part of our lives. So
what made Wu-Tang so like number one for me was the fact that they incorporated the Shaolin movies.
Yeah.
And so my stepfather, like he was really big into the Shaolin. That's why he was always hitting me. So
I didn't want to say it.
That's where that comes from.
Your little kid style.
Yeah, and I was
no
like,
match.
yeah, and I understood it. I was like, oh wow, that's why I love my stepfather. I was like, now I get it.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, shouts out stepdads. But I loved those fucking films, and then the fact that there was something that pulled this connection. That's what makes them so unique, and they made the sound. It was like they were the soundtracks for these for those movies.
You know what's weird is they were that RZA or all those early things was kind of the same thing Outkast was. It was so different. But for some reason because they were like so hard, like that shit just got accepted immediately. You know.
So at the time, but like before I really got into Wu-Tang, all I knew was Cream and then Triumph.
Yeah. For sure.
So I knew those two tracks, and I knew I loved
the
tracks.
Triumph video, man.
Yeah.
A bomb atomically. Socrates' philosophies and hypotheses. Catch the final, I'll be dropping these mockeries. Lyrically perform armed robbery.
Try to outdo me.
Flee with the lottery. Possibly they spotted me.
Anyways, you better not go any further. So I knew those songs, but I liked them so well. But then, I think I heard something like a sample from a Shaolin movie. I was like, wait. I know that movie. And then it was a wrap from there.
Yeah, damn.
It was a wrap. I was like, I love Wu-Tang.
Man.
And I get why they're kind of like, they kind of have like a cult.
Yeah, for sure.
Following for sure.
Do you know Feng Chao, comedian?
Yeah.
He got a Wu-Tang tattoo on his head.
Oh, really?
The side of his head, just the dark black Wu. It says Wu-Tang.
Yeah. I need to get a W.
Dude.
I for sure need to get a W.
Yeah.
It's forever.
Yeah.
Hey! Shout out to Mike.
But that was like, where I went. Then obviously, like I said, the MF Doom. I love MF Doom so much.
Me too, man.
And that's like a punk, like he's like a punk thing to me because his shit was so different, so out there, and kind of no one else was really doing that. And I love someone that'll just go wherever they want to go, and they trust themselves to do so.
Yeah.
They trust like what they feel. I love that, and I feel like artists like Outkast, Wu-Tang, I mean a lot of you could say a lot of hip hop artists for sure.
Yeah.
You know, like that list. That's such a big list, but like I think that's why I gravitated towards those artists so much.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, I was trying to think of the name of MF Doom's group before. Was it KMD?
I almost said KMFD. That's that fucking.
KMFD. Yeah, that's what I'm like confused.
You know what I'm talking about? Is
yeah, what is the fucking? I think it's KM.
Which I didn't even start listening to that until more so recent.
Yeah, that shit's good too. Yeah, KMD.
KMD. Yeah, I almost said, isn't there a metal or like industrial band?
Yeah, KMFDM.
KMFDM.
Yeah.
KMFDM. Yeah,
and then they have MFDFK. It's like backwards or whatever. I also back to the West Coast thing. I remember. I got my notes open. My brother used to do a rap to G thing, nothing but a G thing, but he was like, 1, 2, 3 into the something like me and he would rap about me, is that you're doing, and then he would say like, ain't nothing but a G thing, baby, and Jaime is the daddy that pays me. My dad, like he would do like this rap about like about us when we were little kids, so I remember that. And then one thing that really grabbed me as a kid, and I love the record to this day. I've worn the shirt on past episodes of this. Was the score by the Fugees.
Mm-hmm.
That grabbed me, dude.
Yeah. That's
yeah. Ready or Not, Fuji La. I mean, that, and then that. I was a Wyclef guy for a long time. I like the Carnival as a record too. Was really good.
Lauryn Hill and Sister Act.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, dude, she's like a child in that movie too.
She's a child.
Yeah.
That's one of my top favorite movies.
Dude, it's great.
I watch it on my flights.
Can I say, do you remember have you seen Dave Chappelle's Block Party?
Yes.
Dude, okay.
Oh so, my God.
Okay.
So I saw that.
Yeah. Okay. So nobody thought that the Fugees were ever going to get back together.
Nope.
Ever. So they play this Block Party. Dave Chappelle comes out and he goes, ladies and gentlemen, a miracle. The Fugees. And they fucking come out, dude. And it's so good, dude.
How amazing is that?
Incredible, dude.
Dude, me and my homie saw that in theaters. I think it was just us
I did
two.
too, yeah.
I think it was just us two in there.
Yeah. When she starts singing Killing Me Softly, dude, there's like a stillness in the air, man. And
I'm getting chills thinking about it right now. I remember being a kid, man, and anytime, like I know exactly what elementary school I was going to. I know exactly what apartment complex we were living in at the time. Anytime that song came on, it was just powerful to me.
Yeah.
And it still is to this day. And I like even when I hear it today, I'm just like, yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
All of it, dude. Yeah. Ready or Not, the video was great. I mean, dude, it was so good, man. I saw a little documentary on where they recorded the score. It was like this little fucking room. Just incredible, man.
Praz is in some shit right now.
I heard about that. What is it again? He said some crazy shit about
I guess he's like an FBI informant.
Influencer for China or something.
But he did an interview where they were asking, probably a Vlad interview or some shit, right? But like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Shout out to Proswell. Anyway, I saw. God, I got so many.
Did you ever fuck with John Forte?
Yeah. So that's what I was thinking. I think, John Forte, grab the microphone, sway this way, now hold up just a rubber. You still a small timer, open at the gate, treat that ass a little kinda. Every step tango. You'll be don't concern me. I'm eating mangoes in Trinidad with attorneys, dude. Yes,
dude.
I love that shit,
dude.
Yeah,
that whole.
I mean, the Bee Gees. They sampled the Bee Gees in that, dude. That video, hard. I loved it, dude.
Hard.
Yeah.
There was another one on his solo record. I think it was Policy or whatever. Mm-hmm. They sampled 99 Red Balloons.
Okay. Oh shit, that's tight.
The song's
damn,
hard.
I want to hear that.
The song's hard.
Damn,
it's called Flash the Message.
Okay.
It's so dope.
Flash the Message.
Suicide. It's a suicide. Bye. John Forte.
Wow. And Jenny. Oh, Jenny Fujita.
Yeah. She does the...
Wow, dude.
Wait, hey.
That's creepy as fuck, though.
Bro, I love this music video as a kid. Wait till this fucking beat drops, though.
Wow.
John, that was the 80s, man.
Wow.
How cool, like, this makes me feel cool to be able to exist in...
John Forte.
Hey.
Dude.
Hey. Yo. Hustle big, hustle small.
What a great voice, man.
Great, dope flow.
Her head is the car ornament on the hood of the car
Yeah.
for anyone who's just listening.
That's
Awesome
why
video.
Joel thinks it's creepy.
Oh, this is awesome.
And then the chorus, the hook. Oh,
That's where they got the 99 balloons in there.
yeah. So the chorus is that.
He's so chill, man.
So chill. He's got a wild story too.
Okay.
Hey. I used to love when this music video was coming on.
I know. I never saw it. I don't remember this.
Yeah.
Song
So
either.
this was his solo album. We wait for that chorus to come in. And how many bars?
Now,
he spit on this
I
first
think
verse?
Forte had something to do with making the score.
Right here, listen. Slaps, huh?
That's great.
Dude. So that's a good one to bring up. Fugees. That's a. You speak
Yeah.
of the Fugees, man.
Yeah.
It's like.
Yeah, dude. Ah, man.
Even you know what? As a kid too, I didn't even really understand that was like East Coast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I just took that as like a everybody thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think because if you think about West Coast hip hop, it has such a very distinct sound, and
For sure.
you always know what is West Coast hip hop.
Yeah.
You always know, and I think the thing about like New York, like a lot of New York hip hop. Is like sometimes you couldn't tell it was from New York.
Yeah.
You know, like I mean, because they kind of went wherever.
Yeah.
You know, and kind of explored.
More
Well, then
diverse, less gangster.
Well,
I think
you
that's kind of the
also-
city itself in a way.
Yeah,
Kinda,
like
a
West
lot more
Coast hip hop
European
was a lot of
influence,
it was
really
of the gang
thugged out,
culture.
yeah.
You know what I
I
mean?
mean, I bought into the whole East Coast West Coast wars too. There was a time where I was like, nah, man, like fuck Biggie, like
of
Tupac's
course. I
the
mean,
best.
even in Arizona, people
Yeah.
were like that for
Yeah.
sure. That's how wild the East Coast West Coast
Yeah.
beef was. Is that people in Arizona, which like
It's basically West Coast.
It was sports for hip hop. Like,
Yeah.
which side are you on?
Yeah.
Who you got?
Yeah.
What's your
Yep.
team?
and meanwhile like.
Yeah. Meanwhile, now I've gotten to the point. All fucking praise and respect due to Tupac, but I think Biggie was a better rapper.
So you're gonna start that shit again?
Yeah, I think
they were just too different.
they're so different. But if we're talking just straight up hip hop and like bars, Biggie is
But also-
more from that.
Yeah, for sure.
Original
Also,
cloth.
I think majority of people would say that.
Yeah, I don't even say better. You can't have an art fight, but in my opinion, I like that.
Would you say? I would say Tupac had more, maybe stronger, influential.
For sure,
deeper
Tupac
songs.
was a fucking leader. Like he
Yeah,
was like
yeah.
a fucking militant
Yeah.
leader. Like
Yeah.
he had persona, all of that. But
And that's not to knock that it's Biggie. Saying Biggie
no,
never
him
had
too.
that.
Yeah, no, they
But-
both. Yeah, now I'm all scared about saying shit. They're gonna come fucking looking for me.
I know because we lived in that time.
Yeah.
We lived when that shit was like when
There's
it was
like a red
wild.
laser
Oh,
on
I
my
remember.
head.
I remember all that. I remember the news story when they
Yeah.
announced Tupac dying. I remember exactly when they announced Biggie
Yeah.
dying. I remember exactly where I was when they announced Tupac dying. I remember it was a rainy day. I remember a girl in my apartment complex that I lived in at the time. She was like bawling.
Damn.
Her and her sisters were like bawling.
Fuck, man.
Her name was Janine. I remember it
Crazy.
clearly.
Well, hope
I haven't
you're
seen
all right.
I haven't seen Janine fucking since elementary school.
Yeah.
But I knew her name. I could see her face.
Wow.
I remember it was rainy, and I just know she was crying.
Wow.
Yep.
Damn.
Have you ever gone over by the Beverly Center where the
Yeah,
Biggie
I live right
shooting-
there.
Yeah,
I live right
in
like,
my mind.
right
I'm just
next to
like, the shooting here? What?
Yeah.
like just none of that made all sense.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy too is that we're talking about just sort of all of this. Like, I'll start with Ice Cube working with the Bomb Squad in New York and doing that record with them too, and that sounds very like it's East Coast, but it's not.
But it's
and then,
not.
But now you have that shit with like ASAP Rocky, where a lot of that stuff sounds Houston-y to me. Like I would have never known, thought of where he was from just the music. Like it's really it was very specific back in the day, and now it's getting
Very
a little
specific.
blurred
Very
out a bit, which is
specific.
great. It's all different now,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I mean, obviously those early Cube records, those, I mean, America's Most Wanted, Death Certificate. What was that there? I think Lethal Injection.
Yeah, so I was gonna bring that up. So
did it go Lethal Injection?
God, I don't know where to go with this, man.
Cause that's what I'm saying. Like this is one of those topics
Yeah.
that it's kind of hard to like do a specific. Yet when Lethal. Okay, so
I was gonna go to the Predator.
Went the Predator, then Lethal Injection.
Yeah.
Yep.
But so what I was gonna say is, there was a time where I was really into rap, I was really into hip hop, and then as I got older and got into skating and all that, I realized that all the people that were like bullying me were into that. And so there was a while where I was like, I don't fuck with that, because like all the people that fuck with me listen to that. I gotta go carve out this other thing. But I think what started bringing it back for me was when I heard Korn doing Wicked. Yeah. And I was like, oh, fuck. Yeah. Okay, these worlds can exist like simultaneously.
And they have Chino from Deftones doing the vocal.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck, I forgot
Davis
about that.
Yeah, so Chino does the verses, and then
yes, you're right. God damn
Jonathan Davis does the hook.
Yeah. But
hard.
That shit like brought me back,
track.
dude. Yeah, it was like, oh fuck, and then you got Rock Superstar like later on. It was like the world's coming together. And I saw Method Man and Redman on the Family Values tour, opening up for like Limp Bizkit.
That's right.
It was Filter, Primus, Method Man and Redman, Limp Bizkit.
So that was that had to be the later Family Values.
Yeah, it was the second year they did it.
Yeah, the second year, because the first one was like 99.
Yeah, I went with my brother and my cousin, and I will say, and I've seen Blackout, Method Man and Redman twice now, and it might as well be a punk show because they're crowd surfing. It is one of the best live hip hop shows.
That's what I noticed with when I saw Wu-Tang. Redman wasn't there, but Method Man, the crowd was like. He was standing. He was walking.
Yeah,
the crowd had his feet, and he was like walking.
God damn, yeah,
walking on the crowd, and they just had his. It was like a cheer stunt.
Yeah,
like a cheerleading stunt, and he was just walking. And it was and he's not a little guy.
No, he's a big dude.
He's jacked.
Shout out to Cal Athletics.
Yeah, and he's tall as fuck. I'm like, how does he know to like stand like that?
He's got a fitness brand and everything now. He knows how to fucking stand, and then here we are with the fucking Jay-Z Linkin Park thing. Yep. That shit, I loved it.
Yeah.
I was like, damn. Oh, I know what too, man. I remember when Method Man did the song with Limp Bizkit.
Shut the fuck up.
In Together Now.
And Together Now, yeah.
I remember sitting and watching the premiere with my brother because it was like a big thing for us.
That was MTV peak TRL, like that was peak music video era.
For sure.
Method Man was like his shit. Mm-hmm. And when this came out, I remember sitting on the couch in our old living room.
I thought it was an amazing collab.
Dude. Who could be the boss? Look up to the cross. Stranded in the land of the lost. Standing up sideways, on the highways of rap. By the smoke in the charcoal, dance we like a barcode. I'll keep it all the media strikes to keep.
I can't believe I remember some of these.
That's reinforcement for the fight. And I don't know how to keep John Gotti on the phone.
All right, here.
I got the
D's on the track. Where the fuck you at? To Cal. Shut the fuck up,
dude. To keep my total bills, I'm worth $1 million.
Cool
the last time I checked it. Thank God that I with the mind that I'm wrecking.
Hard.
Dude, they call me Big John.
His Judgment Day video is dope too.
Oh my God, it's great.
That Judgment Day video. Yeah. I remember. You know what I remember so vividly? Is it vividly?
Yeah.
About the Judgment Day song. Vividly.
Yeah.
Is I remember when Y2K.
Yeah.
He performed it on like the on New Year's Eve.
Okay.
He performed Judgment Day, and it was hard, and it kind of scared me because
dude, the record was scary. It opened up with these like first came the pestilence, and I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Yeah, he had the crazy shark teeth gorilla on the cover. Dude,
this terrified me.
Yeah, it's scary, dude.
Yes.
But I like that too. I was like, oh, this guy's like doing this crazy dark. Damn, the Twin Towers are in the back too. That's crazy.
That is wild to even think.
Everything else is down. Those are up. Little did he know. Men's chest.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember seeing this video and I was just like,
dude,
that's scary. And then he performed. Type it in, Mike. I wonder. I can't remember. I think he performed it for like New Year's Eve. Method Man, Judgment Day, NYE.
Wrong. Can we all get along?
2016.
I thought he did. I thought he performed it on like for like the ball drop or something.
Huh.
Maybe I'm wrong.
That's fucking scary, dude.
So scary.
Yeah. I know somebody. I thought it was like No Doubt or something that played that midnight shit on.
Nah.
Whatever. Who gives a shit?
I know who gives a shit.
Yeah, and then you know what else was a big one? This is embarrassing, but one that I remember sitting and writing lyrics down. Another crazy sample that whatever was "Come With Me" by Puff Daddy on the Godzilla soundtrack, where they sampled "Kashmir" by Led Zeppelin.
Oh,
and people were like, "Oh, he just took the whole fucking."
He took
song.
the whole fucking yeah.
But I guess Jimmy Page was also on the song. Oh yeah,
really?
Yeah. I think they're in the video together. I can't even remember
what the song sounds like.
It says featuring Jimmy Page on here.
Yeah. Do the second one with
the official one. This one.
Yeah, I guess so. This might be it.
Like I know the Kashmir song, but I can't remember what he did with it.
Yeah, dude.
Yes, that's right.
But like, I loved this when I was little, man. They would play it on K-Rock too. I would like wait hours.
Oh, you a K-Rocker fool?
I was a K-Rocker fool, yeah. Featuring Jimmy Page.
Hard.
Yeah.
I mean,
anyway,
all these collabs. I mean, like I said, go ahead.
While we're on Puff Daddy, All About the Benjamins, they did a rock remix with Rob Zombie.
Yep. Yes.
And like, dude, that was like, yeah, dude. Yes, I love that shit too. Yeah.
Totally remember that,
dude. That was
totally remember that.
Man, all this reminds me of is like waiting hours to hear the fucking song you wanted to hear, man.
I also loved Freeze. How low can you go? When
Death
Anthrax
Row,
and
what a brother know once again back here's
Anthrax
the incredible.
And,
Public Enemy, yeah. So fucking sick, dude.
This ain't the rock version.
This beat is
the beat's sick though.
Yeah. What y'all wanna do? Wanna be ballers, shot callers.
All about the Benjamins.
Yeah. Some guy named Fuzz Bubble was on it too. I don't.
Stop filming me, man, all the time. Hello?
The Locks.
The Locks, Little C's.
Oh yeah, I remember this fucking video, dude. It was a prom.
I actually didn't know they had a video for it. Come on.
Yeah.
Never seen this one. Whoa.
Hell yeah.
I never seen the video, but I know the song.
This I love this one, dude.
Yeah.
About the Benjamin.
Who did they use?
It said like
41.
I don't know.
No.
What y'all wanna do? Wanna be ballers, shot callers, brawlers.
Hard.
Who be dipping in the beds with the spoilers.
Hey.
On the low with the Jake and the Taurus. Trying to get on some grants like Horace. Yeah, living the raw deal. 3-course meals, spaghetti, fettuccine, and veal. But still, everything's real in the field. But don't put all that leave in your will.
Look at Joel just knowing all the
trying
lyrics.
to bury 7 digits over Rio de Janeiro. Ain't nobody's hero, but I wanna be heard on your hot 9-7 every day. That's my word. Swimming in women with their own condominiums. 5+5s who drive millenniums. It's all about the Benjamins. What?
I get a 50-pound
bag for the mutts. 5 carrots on my head.
You know what's so funny about you rapping that? You did the edited version, which means you used to watch the edited version. I do that with a lot of hip hop songs where I'll be rapping them and I'll rap them the way that I saw it on MTV.
I think it says on your hot 9-7 every day. I don't think they could say the name of the radio station or something.
I bought albums at Walmart not knowing that everything there was edited. You couldn't get things that were explicit at Walmart in the Midwest.
Really?
So I bought the Life After Death album. I was like, yeah, they sold it to me. Like whatever age.
Yeah.
And then I get in the car and it's not 2 discs. It's just 1.
Really?
Well, that's how many curse words there were. A whole disc's worth.
They're like, these songs, like they're just not worth making if you can't say these.
I know that I think that's an interesting thing too. Like, you know, when that came to the world of hip hop, like obviously early on, I think I don't know who was necessarily on the forefront of like having to deal with the parental advisory stuff, but I know NWA was one that was.
Well, it was Tipper Gore who was pushing it.
Tipper Gore,
and Jello Biafra was. Well, dude, this is not having to do with this, but Dee Snider was they brought him to court. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
He comes in ready, like with the fucking whole thing.
Has this whole and what are you gonna say to him? He came in dressed exactly how he came as he was.
And he basically throws it back at her because she thought that this song was about like mutilation. He said it's actually about like dental whatever. He goes, but it shows you that you will find whatever you're looking for.
Ooh.
Yeah, dude. And it's just like, fuck
Bars.
you, man. I see him at the store sometimes and I want to just go up to him to like thank him for that.
I said it to him.
Yeah, I want to be like, what you did with the PMRC is incredible, man.
Where was it? A hotel I worked at?
Yeah,
he was in there eating at the restaurant,
yeah.
and I got to say that to him.
I want to say when I see him next, I'm going to tell him that.
But I mean, also because that. You know, when you think about it, like, and think about being a parent,
yeah,
right, and think about your kid wanting to hear Straight Outta Compton,
yeah,
and like I'm trying to because I try to understand both sides, you know, from a parent's standpoint, you know, because that's some explicit shit for your kid to hear, but also at the same time, I think when it, you know, especially those earlier days of hip hop, especially when it really started getting, you know, buck wild, I think as a parent you sit down and go, hey, this is a form of expression. It's a
teaching moment.
It's a teaching moment. That's a teaching moment. And I think that's what people weren't doing with their children.
No.
And I think a lot of times that's not what that's what people aren't doing with their children is explaining shit to them.
Yeah.
You know, because they try to hide their kids from shit.
And they blame it on Maryland. And the heroin. Where were the parents at?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, shout out Eminem. So, I you know, yes, you put the parental advisory, blah, blah, blah.
That just made me want it more.
Made everybody want it more. But also just, like, be a parent. And I know it's as easy for me to say because I don't have kids.
Yeah, for sure.
But, like, you could easily, you know, don't be terrified to explain to your kid, hey, this is a form of expression.
Yeah.
This was their guys. Listen, I knew 100%. I knew 100% that I had no connection with the way NWA grew up.
Yeah.
I had I did not grow up that way.
Yeah.
And I understood completely that their lives was different. And I understood those lyrics are their lyrics. That's their words.
Yeah.
And I can enjoy that because okay, that's where you came from.
Yeah.
Fuck. And this is the way you're delivering it.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
sure.
comedy. Like whenever you tell a joke, that's a personal story.
You're just reporting your life.
You're reporting your life.
I will say that Get Rich or Die Trying album made me want to go rob people, though.
Did it?
Yeah. I was like, when that shit came out, I was like, do I start fucking sticking up old ladies or something? Yeah, no, I didn't do it, but I was like, I love that album. I'm sorry, I never did it. Never. But I was like, but what if?
Yeah. And also, why you going after old ladies?
They were the easiest. I was a weak child.
Oh, wow.
No,
okay.
no, I never did. No.
Couldn't move up to the big leagues and go after.
No, I'm not trying to get my ass kicked.
Like China.
I would have.
Yeah, Rob China from WWE.
China, yeah.
Do you guys ever remember being at an age where there were hip hop lyrics you didn't understand or know the meaning of?
I'm barely figuring out. I still hear them and be like, oh, that's what they meant.
For sure.
While I brought up Marilyn Manson real quick, he was also on that DMX record, Flesh on My Flesh, Blood on My Blood. Have you heard that?
What?
The rat, the cat, the snake, and the dog. Look up DMX and Marilyn Manson.
Have I heard that?
Yeah, or something like that. But so that was one for me too. Where I started to kind of come back into the fold.
It was the collabs.
Yeah, The Omen. That was the name of the song. Yeah, it was on Flesh on My Flesh, Blood on My Blood, I think.
Oh no! It says. Was this Marilyn's song?
No. It was DMX's song.
Why does it say featuring DMX?
Because fucking YouTube is dumb.
They just trying to start shit.
Yeah. Maybe just we'll fast forward to the chorus.
Like that. You think? What we do? Where you going?
The cat and the dog. How you gonna live when you're in?
No, I did not know that.
Yeah. Anyway.
I did not know that. That's a good one.
Oh, that Rough Riders anthem too was huge. I was in the 6th grade. Me and my friends did a choreographed dance to the Rough Riders anthem, the censored version. I remember that too, man.
But yeah, so like that's an interesting point that album made you want to like do that. Like so, like none of that stuff. I understood the separation. I looked at my life and I go, ain't no gangs around me.
Yeah.
You know, like there's no gangs around me.
Yeah.
I mean, I lived in a poor areas for sure, but like there was no gangs.
My neighborhood was named after the gang, or like the gang was named after the neighborhood I grew up in.
That's what I'm saying. Like there was nothing of that nature for me, but I understood one thing was that like this is their life, and the way they're expressing it is really cool.
Yeah,
and it was a non-violent way of them expressing.
Yeah,
it.
for sure.
You know, I get it. Like, you know, it's it's aggressive music, but also like I listen to a lot of aggressive music. The only music that I've actually like taken, you know, like actually acted upon was the lyrics of like the punk rock world, which is obviously, you know, shit. Pretty, you know, pretty obvious. But, you know, as far as like the hip hop world, I knew there was no connection. Like I didn't know, I didn't come from that life. Yeah. But also I know like, damn, I respect it. Yeah. I respect the way that they're doing it.
I remember, luckily I had a mom who was, I could come to her with anything, but I remember listening to Green Day's Dookie. And that lyric where he says, I went to a whore, I was like able to ask my mom, like, Mom, what's a whore? And like she told me, she's like, it's somebody you go to, you pay for sex. Like,
I'm glad you brought this up. So the reason I asked about not understanding lyrics was I was listening to a little song called Too Close by Next.
Oh, yeah.
Where they were singing about poking through.
Yeah.
And my mother hit pause in the car and said, do you know what you're singing along with? And, oh, your boy had no clue.
No clue. I didn't know that song by Next. I didn't know for the longest time.
Yeah, me either.
That was about like, hey, he has
about rubbing your dick.
Yeah. I didn't know that either. For a long
I didn't
time.
know the dingling was fucking rising.
No clue.
I had no clue. Dude.
I'm glad we were all the age that experienced that same moment in that same song. We're part of that. We're part of that age group of Next Gang.
Meanwhile, so catchy.
Just singing boner songs.
So catchy. Constantly radio play.
12-year-olds at the pool just talking about rubbing dicks on people. Just singing it.
Dog. Yeah. I love that song. And I did not understand. Yeah. Did not know that's what the fuck that was about. We were speaking of these lyrics and not knowing. I didn't know a lot of the lyrics to the Beastie Boys Intergalactic Planetary. Yeah. I did not know. So he goes, well, now don't
you tell me to smile. You stick around.
You know what I was saying?
No,
we'll keep going. I thought he said, well, now don't you tell me to stop.
Oh, no.
So can we pull up those lyrics? Let's break down these lyrics real fast.
You stick around, I'll make it worth your while. Got numbers beyond what you can dial. Maybe it's because I'm so versatile. Style, profile.
Okay, so I thought he was saying stop, profile.
No, it always brings me back when I hear ooh child from the Hudson River out to the Nile. I run the marathon to the very last mile.
Nope, did not know that.
Well, if you battle me,
wait. Yeah. So hold on, wait. There's a part of the lyric. And I'm going to tell you what I think it's
saying. By the way, can I say... Okay, go ahead.
Before I read it, I don't know what he was saying, but I just kept going.
Okay.
I kept going, REOC likes to keep me clean. Okay. What is the lyric?
It's Mario C likes to keep it clean. I believe Mario C was one of their producers.
Mario C.
Or a drummer. He played...
I thought it was REOC. I was like, what is it? I thought REOC was a cleaning product.
Mario C likes to keep it clean.
Yes.
Gonna shine like a sunbeam.
Hold on, wait. Keep on. Hold on, wait.
Yeah.
Keep on running because that's my dream.
Rapping.
Yeah, keep on rapping because that's
so I thought
my
it was
dream.
Keep on running.
These lyrics are wrong. Keep on rapping because that's my dream. Got an A from Mo D for sticking to themes. So Cool Mo D back in the day did rap report cards, and the Beastie Boys they got a bunch of shitty marks, but he gave them I think they got an A for sticking to themes, like their songs, like at least their songs stuck to themes. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of lyrics to that song.
So the Beastie Boys
and I'll sing that song.
Yeah.
But I just,
wrong. Me
I'm
too.
singing it all wrong.
The Beastie Boys have been a constant throughout my entire life because of skating, because of punk, because of Spike Jonze and their videos. And
they have a solid through line.
And I can never express the huge, huge impact that they have had on my life. Everything from the way I dress to all the art I've made to everything. They are like one of my top fucking things.
Yeah.
Did you have something to say? Because I got one more thing I wanted to bring up before this. But yeah, the Beastie Boys are the greatest. I mean, we got to do a whole episode on that.
Yeah, we can.
Talking about lyrics and parental panic and all that, I think that we experienced a bit of it in the 90s with "Hi, my name is what."
Wow.
So the Slim Shady LP, yes. So the way I heard about that, my friend, my cousin was dating a guy. And we were sitting outside on the grass one day, and he's like, "Have you heard Eminem?" He's like, "He's this white guy." I remember he goes, "He's super dope." I remember him saying super dope. And he either gave me or not, there was this tape floating around. It was the Slim Shady LP, but it was this song. It was My Name Is, but also in between weird little skits and then pieces of songs from the album before it came out. And I remember, I think I bought it the day it came out at the warehouse. And that was talk about lyricism, talk about like saying wild shit. That really fucked with my adolescent heart. I was like, oh shit, this is dope. And he's super fucking lyrical. Like,
Super
dude,
lyrical.
oh man, I got the fucking
So when I first heard this song, I didn't catch it at first.
Yeah.
You know, I was just like, I just thought it was wild.
It grabbed
I didn't know, but meanwhile, I didn't know he was like, I didn't pay attention to a lot of his lyrics.
Yeah.
I just heard the song.
Yeah.
Also, the sample is a
yeah.
You know the sample?
Yeah, it's I don't know that, but I've heard the original. I know it.
Yeah, Labi Safri. Yeah. I think I'm saying his name right. But the sample is fucking amazing. But what caught my I just thought it was so wild and didn't necessarily understand it.
Yeah.
But I knew it had this like edge to it, obviously.
Yeah.
But that wasn't the song that caught my attention of his. It was the whatever you say, the I Am, whatever.
Yeah,
you say.
yeah. That was
the song that caught my attention, where I was like,
Marilyn Manson
wow.
did that live with him on the Smokeout
he
tour
did.
or something, right?
And what I thought was cool was like, because I was like, now I get to know this dude. That's why I like that song, because I was like, oh, you get to know who this guy is. And then it's like a deep dive of that. And I don't know like how you could not respect a lot of what.
Can you Google, sorry, after this, a Slim Shady promo tape? I would love, or no, just on Google Images. Like, but what grabbed me from that promo tape was Still Don't Give a Fuck. Do you know that song?
Yes, yeah.
Dude, I mean, dude, yeah, it's so good. It might have been that one on the, oh no, that's the Slim Shady LP. But it was crazy. It was just back when tapes used to come out, and it was like not the full song, but tracks from the Slim Shady EP. I don't know. Anyway, I don't remember what it looked like.
I had a Kanye West CD that somehow made its way all the way down to Bloomington, Illinois, that was burned. Like it was some sort of mixed thing. But to hear the samples he used and the weird things he had, and then to see it come out 4 albums later, once like it was disapproved then, but he always had it in his back pocket. He's like, no, I love this. This is gonna one day. And so things like this was the only CD I'd ever had worn out, and it was passed to me, and other people knew where the CD skipped. It was like used by so many people.
Man.
But it was one of those type of mixed CDs, and I wonder if people hold on to those like relics. I wish I still had it, because that's the type of thing that you kind of get framed and do something with. And like this was from that era.
Oh yeah, I have the first. I still have the first Minor Threat CD I bought. I still have the first Dirty Rotten Imbeciles.
I have a bunch of CDs. I gotta go
when I was
through
like 14, something like that.
Man.
Yeah, I still have those. They're just chilling in my closet.
But still don't give a. I mean, I just love it. It's like so crazy.
Another
dude.
like punk attitude.
Yeah, what he say? Zoning off of one joint, stop in a limo, hop in a window, shop in the demo at gunpoint. A lyricist without a clue. What year is this? Fuck a needle, here's a sword. Body pierced with this. Living amok, never giving a fuck. Give me the keys, I'm drunk, and I've never driven a truck, but I smoke dope in the cab. Stab you with the sharpest knife I can grab. Come back the next week and reopen the scab.
Oh,
I was like, whoa, this guy's
Joel.
nuts, dude. Yeah.
Chill out.
A killer instinct runs in the blood. All right, sorry.
There's something that I found interesting. You know, I wonder what your opinion is on this. Go to your Instagram and type in, go to Talib Kweli's Instagram. TALIB. Yeah, the hip hop episode could be like forever.
Yeah, I know.
So TALIB KW. Yep.
There it is.
And
I saw him live not too long ago. Maybe 4 or 5 years ago.
Scroll a little bit.
By the way, he's got a protege guy named Nico who's real great too, man.
It's a conversation of Nate Burleson and Macklemore, and he says something.
Oh, where he's asking him. Let's see.
Have you seen it?
I might have, yeah.
I think I saved it, but it was Macklemore explaining. Hold on, I'll send it to you, Mike. I got it saved.
We sell crack to our own out the back of our homes. We smother musk at the dusk and the crack of the dawn. We go through episodes too, like Attack of the Clones. What do you break about when you hear the crack of the bones?
Hey, homie, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, right. Homie, I don't give a fuck. I posted at the pattern.
Actually, I didn't save it. I thought I saved it, but I didn't save it. Damn it. Oh, well. Well, we'll just show Joel this.
Macklemore.
We'll show this to Joel, Mike. I sent it to your Instagram DMs. You can't look, Joel.
I'm not looking.
Don't look. Close your eyes.
Right, I'm not looking.
This has been one of my favorite videos to watch. All right, you can look.
All right. What the fuck is going?
Wait till you.
Does video have sound? Am I crazy?
Yeah, it does. I think you gotta hit that thing.
Oh yeah, the little mute button.
Yeah.
Look at me showing my fucking age over here.
Hell yeah.
You gotta see when it first comes in. Watch when it first comes in. This is us.
We should be making one of these to promote each episode.
Yeah.
Reading all these comments, all must be millennials. Oh, geez, listen to oldies and Motown. Oh, geez, listen to oldies. From what their elders jammed to, plus soul funk of that era. My OGs jammed off of all the old stuff, plus rock and funk, full 90s baby, homie.
We gotta do another.
Yeah, this
hip-hop
was a good
episode.
scratch.
It's a good scratch. I just figured because we haven't done any really touched strongly on hip hop yet.
Yeah,
and I feel like there's so much to it.
It was worth it to bring up John Forte.
Yeah.
Anything, yeah.
Fugees,
Deep
all
cut,
that stuff, and we'll go. Yeah, we'll go into like the newer stuff next time.
Hell yeah.
Like the Drakes and your Kendricks.
ASAP.
Oh, I can't. Yeah. That's another episode.
Tekashi. No, I'm just kidding. I would never.
All right.
Anyway, didn't mean to end it like that.
Wait. Oh, we should do. You said we should do that at the top of the episode. Damn it. It was talking about like promoting dates.
Yeah, and this one's gonna come out. We'd have to do it a few weeks ahead of, because this one won't come out for a couple weeks.
Yeah. Okay.
What is this though? We got some comments.
Yeah, if you
we
want
got
to do
some
them.
comments.
Yeah, let's read them before we sign off.
Before we sign off.
You read one, I'll read the second one.
You can cut out that one part of us talking about the things.
All right, there's three.
Three comments. Okay. Another great episode. I had no idea Goo Goo Dolls were punk. And I forgot about Purple Rain in the Rain. The best Super Bowl halftime show, in my opinion. Second may be the Wardrobe Malfunction, which is Janet Jackson.
Yeah.
Which I mean, why did people give that? Like, I think people gave too much of a shit about that.
That was insane.
I was like, chill.
Yeah.
My children watched it.
Yeah.
Talk to your fucking children about it, people.
Yeah.
Like,
be a better parent.
Be a better parent.
That's the problem. They're not.
The way there was so much backlash with all that, I was like, why?
Yeah.
I remember thinking that. I go, why is this being blown up more? What? Because you saw a titty?
Yeah. Relax.
Bro, you can go on Google and see a titty?
Yeah.
You're not supposed to see it at a halftime show.
Yeah.
What year was it? Maybe you couldn't. Maybe it wasn't as
04?
accessible to see titties.
04, 05?
I don't know if titties were as accessible then on the phone.
Well, 04, 05? Hell yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But I will say that comment was sick. That's exactly what we want. Didn't know Goo Goo Dolls were punk.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, it's cool that that people are understanding and finding out things and discovering things through a new movie
rec and 2 new band recs. This is great. I'm happy to see Shapel putting out more content. I think he's talking about Angus.
Yep.
And some other bands, whatever we talked about.
It was probably Goo Goo Dolls.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is probably from the Goo Goo Dolls episode. Happy to see. Oh, thank you. Thank you for that as well. I appreciate that, and that means a lot. And yeah, just keep on listening. People sleeping on the best new podcast. That means a lot too.
Hey, you said it.
Hey, you said it. I will say this. I do think we could really, do something fun with this.
Yeah.
It's fun having these kind of conversations.
Yeah.
Because we've had too many of them in my Jeep.
We didn't even get to Bone Thugs. All right.
That's what I'm saying. We'll do another. That's what I'm saying.
All right, cool.
We'll have another round.
Yeah.
We'll have another round.
Hell yeah, sounds good.
But yeah, I'm excited for this podcast. I love doing it. It's really fun, and it's fun talking this shit over with you and all that. So
yeah, I agree, man. Thanks for everybody for all your discourse in the comments. We love you. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, get us up to
80 million views.
Hey, get us up to 80 million views.
That's a cool 80 million. No big deal.
Can you guys do that for us?
Yeah.
80 mil? That'd be great.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Well, we're signing off.
We're signing off. This is Lesser Known Gamer.
You okay, dude? We gotta go before Chappelle has a fucking stroke or something.
This is Joel and Jimenez. Lesser Known. Okay.
All right, I'm Shapel Lacey.
I'm Joel Jimenez.
Bye-bye.
Bye.